Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Haywood Garden. So, we are right here where we left off last time, where Layla has been hanging out, and she actually spent the night over at Caleb's house. And nothing happened necessarily in the sense of they didn't sleep together or anything, but they did get some more flirtatious things going on, and Layla finally got the courage up to actually make a move on him. And so I am really proud of our girl. She's really done quite well. And oh, he's whispering secrets to her. And so, yeah, or he's spreading gossip about her. I'm not quite sure, but he is looking a little bit uncomfortable. He might be really tired, so we might need to let him go. So I think we should send Layla on home, and we will see if we can plan something a little bit later. So we are back at Layla's house, and so Layla lately has been getting quite a bit of money saved up from selling all of her different floral arrangements and from selling all the different plants in general that she's growing, like apples, grapes, mushrooms, and all the like that. And so, with that being said, and of course her job, I've decided that we should renovate her home a little bit more. And so, we have upgraded, of course, a lot of her furniture and appliances, but I really actually want to redo and kind of just adjust the whole layout of the interior of the house. So, yeah, that's what we're going to spend just a little bit of time here doing. So, let's get started. So, as I mentioned, we are going to be making some adjustments to Layla's house. I can't speak, guys. So, I really wanted to change the actual shape of the rooms themselves, and because I got kind of tired of this L shape that I've had in this house. And it just, it makes for the living room area. It's just really small and it just makes it very awkward shaped. And I mean, it did work for a little bit, but sometimes you just need to change things up in your LPs just to keep them fresh and, something new because you get tired of looking at the same old thing all the time. So we don't have a ton of room to work with in this house. So I still couldn't like make things crazy different, but I still wanted to expand on some things. So I did feel like we should make the bathroom a little bit smaller just because it's only one person. She really doesn't need all that much room. And then to, of course, give her a bigger bedroom because she is definitely deserving of that. And that way, too, we could actually try to fit the dog pillow in the bedroom because if you did I have yeah, I've had it pretty much either it was in the living room or I just didn't have one at all. And so I wanted Rusty to be able to have a bed to sit in. And so with the bathroom, I decided to actually kind of go with a very different tile wall and tile flooring than I normally ever do. Like I don't typically go with these type of colors. And so it was actually fun to pick something so different and kind of, outside of my usual comfort zone here. And I still wanted to keep the heavily trafficked carpet because I don't want it to be like a brand new house. Like I still want it to, look a little bit aged and, rustic and kind of barn like in a sense, not really barn like, but just kind of country and dated just a little bit. And so I was really excited to make the adjustments, especially for the kitchen and the living area, just to see kind of how I could fit things. And I updated her wallpaper a little bit to kind of go with the theme of like how she really likes these like teal, light blue, yellows, and green colors. And so I felt like this wallpaper had that mix of like the gray and the green, kind of teal. And so I really liked that. And I did change out the doors because the dark brown doors, they just looked honestly like really dumb. And then we changed out our wood flooring in the kitchen because I felt that it suited the cabinetry in the kitchen a lot more and just again keeping with that whole theme and the same kind of color tones. So with the bathroom, keeping it smaller, it was a little bit more challenging to fit everything because I didn't want the toilet to be like right in front of the door. So I did put it over there in the corner and move the sink because I just didn't want them to be too in the way, but I didn't want them to be, like too close to each other at the same time. So I was trying to find that balance with this shape was a little bit odd and frustrating at times. And then I did keep the bathtub because of course we do need to keep that just so that in case Rusty gets really stinky, runs into a skunk or whatever, we can continue to still give him baths and whatnot. So in her bedroom, I did pretty much keep all the same furniture. I just moved it all to her family inventory while I was making the adjustments. And I was so excited to be able to move that dog bed in there and to see that Rusty will have room and she'll have room. And it's actually the size of really just like an average bedroom. Like it's not too oversized, and it's just keeping things really simple. And so here in the kitchen, it was harder for me to decide kind of what I wanted to do with this because I I wanted the layout to be different but not like too unusual. And so I had to really focus on rearranging a lot of these cabinets, and I because I wanted to give her a little bit more of a kitchen, but then when I started playing around with it, I felt like it looked really dumb. I just I wasn't a fan of it, and so I really just had to make a lot of different adjustments there. And so like yeah, like with this counter here, I was like just isn't going to work. It looks dumb if I just put it over here by itself and just look too empty. So I decided to just get rid of it in general, and then we just put the dishwasher in the counter space right next to the oven and the stove itself. And so going into the rest of the house, I did have it more open now so that I could do a bigger table. And because I did want to change it out from that usual one that she's had with just like the tiny little square really for like two people. I know you can sit four at it, but it's so small and ridiculous. Like I feel like it just looks silly to put four chairs there for it. And then we have a corner to put, of course, Rusty's toys and his belongings, and then the TV. And I was really excited to have the TV facing more of like the front entryway because now when the guests walk in, when Layla comes home, like it seems a lot more welcoming. You're not just like walking into the kitchen and you're not having to like look for where the TV is. Like it's literally like right here, and it made it feel a lot more cozy, and keeping those plants and these color tones really like warmed the place up, I felt, and it made it seem more like this is Layla's house. And that's something that I really wanted, was for it to feel that way. And so I did put that original table there first, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And it took me a little bit of time to really kind of decide on what I wanted here, especially with figuring out the trash can because I needed to make room for Rusty's dog food and bowl. And I felt that that was a pretty good location where I had put it. And then I decided to put the bookshelf in her bedroom because we needed something else in there because it wasn't cluttered up enough. And I figured that adding in that barn painting would kind of make her bedroom feel a little bit cozier. And she does have several other items that I wanted to figure out what to do with. And I do plan on making this kind of like a collage on her wall in her bedroom of like her and all her friends. And so I wanted to put like a really big picture of like her and Caleb together in the middle, but I just don't have a really great one yet. And so I wasn't going to um, put it there yet. So I just kind of have made an empty circle so that we can put that in there. So hopefully we will get a really cute picture that I can put in there soon with her and Caleb, or, I guess whoever else it might possibly be. And this yellow chair is actually the chair that she bought from the flea market down in San Myshuno that she went to. And so I wanted to make sure that we definitely incorporated that somewhere into the house. And because, normally I've always been that kind of person that like aesthetically, I always try to make sure everything like matches. But, in reality, like sometimes, like especially when you're starting out, like you just have whatever. And honestly, like this color really suits Layla. Like it's a color that she likes, and it does actually go with these color schemes really well. And so I was super excited and happy about that because everything was really just falling into place. And I added in some little bath mats because I don't know about you guys, but like I usually always am that person that has a towel on the floor just because I don't like to stand in the shower to to dry off. I like to keep things as neat and clean as possible, if you know what I mean. And then I did add in a rug here. I wanted to do something different. Like I feel like I always choose the same rugs in like almost all my houses. And so I really wanted to step outside of the zone that I'm normally in. And so I chose just a flowery type of rug that I felt Layla would absolutely love. And then I did give her some curtains, and they weren't anything special, just simple, easy, ones that look like you bought them from like a Ross or Walmart. And so I really enjoyed it. So I guess that it would probably be like Simal Mart. I don't know. And I'm just making up horrible names. That was terrible. Anyways, so yeah, just adding up some artwork here and just, some random things. And then this is when I decided to try to pick a table. It was really hard for me. Like, I really struggled to pick whichever kind of table I wanted because I felt like none of them were the exact, like, wood color that I wanted per se, because I was trying to find one that kind of matched that cabinet color where it's like an off-white. and I felt like everything was either like white or it was just like a light brown. And so then I just decided kind of like, hey, you know what? I just kind of need to just go with it and just try to make this work. And I did like this table. I just wish that the top was white because the bottom being that nice teal, which is just like the rest of the color of her house. She has that color in her porch and on her patio and on the interior, and I just really love these color schemes for her. And so I decided then when I saw these white chairs, I was like, hey, you know what? I think I need to change the color of this table. And then I saw the white with it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, guys, this is just so cute and really got that at home feel that I wanted her to have. And yeah, that flower vase looked way too small, so I definitely increased the size on that. And yeah, guys, I just felt that this really made her place look drastically different, but at the same time keeping it simple and homey for her. And so I think when Layla comes home at night, like she is going to love the way that this feels. Like if I was living alone and it was just me and a dog, like this house would be so cozy to me. And that just like warms my heart. And I did want to add some kind of like candle here on the bookshelf or some kind of nightlight just because, I mean, you want that cozy ambiance. Like I am all about that. Like right now in my current house, my husband and I, we are renovating our downstairs like living room space, and we have already like put up all the things that we need and cut out a space, but we are getting a electric fireplace, and then we are putting up a big stone wall, and it is going to look so good. I'm going to be all about that ambiance. And so I will be sitting in front of that like 24/7 once we get that up because it is just going to be so cozy. Too bad I can't bring my Sims game out there because, my desktop computer's here in my office, but it's all right, it'll work. So, yeah, these are pretty much all the renovations that I really wanted to go into, and so I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I'm excited for us to play more in this new setup for our next few episodes, or not few episodes, but the next upcoming episodes of Haywood Gardens. So thanks guys for joining me. Okay, so renovations are complete, and I think it's definitely a bit different looking for Layla's house here, but we've still kind of kept that country vibe with some of the actual like architecture of some of the furniture itself, and then just kind of trying to give her a little bit more space. So we made her bedroom a little bit bigger, and we just made the bathroom smaller so that way, I mean, she just really doesn't need a huge bathroom. We kind of put everything closer together, but she needed to have a bigger bedroom, and that way Rusty could actually have his pillow in the bedroom with her and, kind of upgrade things a little bit more and just kind of make it feel more of a homey vibe right when you come inside. So I have to say that I am pretty pleased and happy with this build. So, all right. So now that we have adjusted things a little bit, just kind of keeping things fresh and new, let's go ahead and see. So it is 9:47 a.m. She is off work for the next 2 days. And so I figured we should probably go and do something with Supriya. It has been a little bit of time since we have last done anything. It looks like she's going to go and put some of Rusty's toys away. He really wants to go on a jog, so I guess we could try and do that real quick, but of course it is raining, so hopefully she won't get too miserable from doing that. So let's have her go on a jog here real quick. And let's see where they head off to this time. I don't know why it won't stay with her with the camera, but we'll just have her. She's reached fitness level 6. Okay. And she can swim really fast, but that's great. I just need her to take care of Rusty and his needs first of all here. Right, there we are. Okay, so I'm trying to think of something that we could do. It is what night is this? It is a Monday night. And so Layla is wanting to, like I said before, want to go do something with Supriya. So let's travel and we will take Supriya and let's take Lilith with us. And Nyla. Let's kind of have a girls' night out. I feel like Layla is deserving of one of those. It's not really night, it's afternoon, but we'll see who is available to come. And we will I think let's try and go bowling. We need to do something to get Layla out of the house. And it's so hard because here in Brindleton Bay, it rains so much. All right, everyone. So it looks like everyone has agreed to come. We are all in a group and we are going to go in here to bowl. So it looks like we've got quite a bit of space in here. We've never actually been bowling here. This is one of my builds that I have done. It is in the gallery under my name, which is in the information below if you are interested in downloading it. So I figure we will go ahead and let's join in progress game. Let's see how does Supriya do. Oh, she's not too bad. Not too shabby. Good job. She's got her little bowling shoes on. And let's see. Come on, Layla. Are you going to join the game? Oh, I guess Supriya's up again. Let's see. How does she do? How does she do? How does she do? Oh, nice, Supriya. Nice. She got a spare? Yeah, a spare. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've been bowling. I am not very good at bowling in real life, but oh, Layla. I mean, that wasn't too bad. Not too shabby. Oh, I didn't realize there was like an actual bowling skill. Bowling, a game of skill for children and adults alike. Reading a book isn't going to help you here. You need to play again, and then keep on playing. Whoa, Supriya, dang, she is good at this. Look at her little jig. That's awesome. And then keep on playing if you want to rise through the ranks. As Layla improves her skills, she'll improve her form and score. She'll also unlock new bowling ball colors as she goes, which can be selected from the bowling ball rack. Keep the dream of a perfect llama game of all strikes alive. With high skills and a bit of luck, Layla is sure to get there. All right, Layla, let's see where you're at. Not too shabby. I mean, she still did pretty good. Like, obviously her stance is not good, but she's still doing a really good job. And I think Supriya is really enjoying herself compared to what she was last time when we saw her. So she wants to buy a punching bag. Layla always wants to buy a punching bag. I just don't know where we'll have really room for that. And an exotic water garden. I mean, she wanted to live large. All right, Supriya, let's watch her. Oh, she's embarrassed. She actually dropped it. I'm actually really surprised. I didn't see that one coming. But she is still feeling confident. And so Layla, she's feeling pretty good being here. I thought Lilith might join our game, but maybe she doesn't want to. I was just curious about who was going to win. And I really just wanted to see. But maybe no one's going? Like, no one has really done much of anything. I wonder if the game is over? Or is Supriya going to keep playing? Whose turn is it? I thought it was Layla's, but maybe not. Oh, maybe she's gonna go now. Here we go. Maybe there was an issue with the bowling machine itself. Nice one, Layla. Great job. Yeah, she's doing really well, honestly. With this bowling, I'm actually pretty impressed. Oh, there's Nyla. I was like, I know we brought someone else here with us. Is she going to go again? I don't know why it takes them so long to bowl. Okay, so maybe we should just... Let's see, we can get her... Vegetarian caterer. I didn't even know like that was a thing. I just thought we could grab like a snack. Get like... Let's see, an off-brand soda. There we go. Alright, yeah, it looks like they're all pretty much having a pretty good time, all the girls. They're getting to chat, and it looks like they are getting their relationships. Supriya and her are doing pretty well. Lilith and her are gaining more. And Nyla, yeah, looks like we're doing pretty well on that note. I don't know why Nyla is sitting all the way over here, but they're all having a great time. Just having a girls' night out, but... Oh, the Humor and Hijinks Festival. We've already been to that one too many times, so I think we're going to pass. We're having a pretty good time here at the bowling alley. I love this retro style bathroom that I made with like the colors here. I really tried to keep it to the colors that was of the roller rink that I used to go to when I was a kid. And it was literally like all of these like paisley colors. And so I really wanted to like basically recreate that. So what did Supriya get? She got herself a yogurt. I really do want to become better friends with Lilith herself. Just because, I mean, she is Caleb's sister, so, we probably should have a good relationship with her. Otherwise, she might not enjoy us being with her brother too often. So let's see if we can tell her some funny stories. And I do need to get to know her a little bit more. I do I know everything about her? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. So we can tell her an unbelievable story. And where is the get to know button? Get to know. Of course, it's like way back here in the very back. But yeah, like let's see. What do we know about Lilith? So she's outgoing, active, and creative. And she's a master vampire. Is Caleb a master vampire? I don't know. I haven't actually found out. But I know that he's a young adult, ambitious, unemployed, lovebirds. A connection of curious hearts. This is shaping up to be a beautiful romance. So yeah, this might very well become something bigger. Oh my gosh, she's doing push-ups. Alright, so I think we will just end this hangout because the girls are all just like all over the place and wanting to do different things. So I think Layla's kind of had enough, and so she's getting pretty tired and hungry. So we are going to end this and head home. So it looks like the other ladies can just head home when they're ready. We just arrived home and it looks like we got bills to pay. So our bills are only $450, which really isn't too bad if I'm being honest. We need to fill the bowl for Rusty, get something to eat, and then we will head to bed. So, yeah, Layla, I think, had a pretty good time today, and she was able to spend a little bit of time in the morning with Caleb to finish that off after she had spent the night there that one night. And then she got to spend a bit of time out with the girls, just, bowling and having a good time. So, she is trying to work on her relationship with Lilith, so hopefully we will continue to see that continue to grow, and we will have to see if things will start to intensify more between Caleb and her. So I am really excited to see kind of what's going to happen on that turf. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode. I know that this one was kind of mundane and boring and not much happened, but thank you so much for tagging along with me, and I hope to see you guys soon, and I will catch you next time. Standing here.